I'd like you to kick off this way.
Okay. Great news, obviously, making it back. Face French tomorrow. What's the situation with the knee? How is it? You happy you're 100%?
Yeah, it's been a good number of weeks. Very grateful to the medical staff. Very hands-on approach from them over the last number of weeks. So gotten quite a few runs in and good progression in each run, and then trained fully this week. So happy with where it's at, and yeah, don't think it will hold me back tomorrow, hopefully.
Just on the challenge of the French, it really doesn't get any bigger, does it?
No, yeah, we're very much aware of the threat that they pose and the quality that they've got individually, but what they can do collectively as well. We've seen that with some of the score lines they've put down against some other quality teams as well. So, and we've experienced it firsthand as well a number of times too. So we're definitely aware that we're going to need to be at our best. But there's excitement to go there and to have our best performance yet.
The emotion of the three lads going, and a lot has been spoken about that. How do you go about harnessing that?
Yeah, it's been touched on during the week, and it's definitely an added element of motivation for us. I suppose, yeah, you don't want to get overly emotional and make it too big of a thing and get sidetracked from the main objective. But yeah, it's been thrown in as an extra motivational factor, and it's definitely something that we'll think of, and hopefully it'll give us an extra edge as well.
Thanks, Stephen.
Hi, Caelan. How much are you hoping that this is a real blockbuster of a sporting occasion? These are the kind of moments that you play this game for, to be enrolled.
Yeah, definitely. Like, some of the fixtures against France in the past are up there with my favourite games that I've been involved in. Even Marseille last year was a special venue to play in, very cool. Thinking back to the Aviva here in 23, unbelievable atmosphere, very good game, one of the highest ball and play times I think we've had. So yeah, I hope it's two teams with an attacking mindset and an attacking desire. So yeah, hopefully it'll make for a good watch.
And how do you keep Antoine Dupont under control?
It's definitely a challenge. We've got to stay connected on him. We're definitely aware of what he's done, both from provincial level, playing against him with Leinster, but also, you know, like he's the best in the world, isn't he? And some of the stuff he's capable of pulling a rabbit out of a hat. So yeah, we're going to have to do our best to nullify him, but it's definitely a big challenge.
Thanks, Murray.
Caelan, Simon said yesterday that he's not sure some players would have got back in the time frame you have. Like, was there something unusual about how you've gone about it, or?
Yeah, I think it varies quite a bit with the injury I had, and the fact I was quite functional from early on meant I could get on top of the rehab quite early, and I knew how much this game meant for us, so I was very determined, as were all the staff, to get me back for it. So yeah, it was all hands on deck.
Was it in the Scotland game that
Yeah.
Yeah. And loads of milestones, including the 50th. Have you thought about that on a personal level at all?
Yeah, it's definitely special, and definitely an extra, like with the three lads, there's three of us as well hitting 50 together, so that's a pretty cool thing to have. We had our parents in last night and presented our jerseys, so that was special as well, and adds to the occasion. But we want to keep the main thing still, which is the performance.
It was a busy meeting, so.
Yeah, went on a while.
So, Pirate, then Cameron.
Hi, Cameron. I was just wondering, Gregory Aldrich, you come across several times, provincial and league champions and international. Have you learned anything from him, or what kind of player do you find great?
Yeah, he's one of the best in the world. As a number 8 myself, you always look at the others and try and add a string to your bow from things they do. He's got a very varied skill set. He's got the ability to keep the ball alive through offloads. He's very strong in his carry and has an ability to stay on his feet for quite a while at a low carry angle, which is hard to get under him sometimes. He provides a lot of go forward for France. He's a nuisance in terms of poach and back end in the breakdown, something that I try and do as well. He's obviously a talisman for them. He's a key player for La Rochelle, who we've come up against quite a few times as well, but with France too, he's when he plays well, they play well, so he's another man that we'll have to keep our eye on tomorrow.
I mean, would it be something have you seen so much of? You have a beer with him afterwards?
No, I haven't built too much relationship with him, to be honest. Yeah, I'd be open to having a beer with him tomorrow, but yeah, we'll see how it goes first.
Cameron.
Again, with so many milestones tomorrow, who leads the team out?
Well, what we did for the captain's run is the 350 caps held hands with the three lads who were retiring at the end of the year. So I doubt we'll be doing that tomorrow now. But
Just on one of them in particular, I mean, Peter O'Mahony is Ireland captain of the captain's Lions in the test. Is there one thing you've learned from his leadership style?
I think, like, the main thing sometimes I think his playing ability is maybe underappreciated. I probably did as well before I came in. Like, he's got very good knowledge of the game. He's very skillful. His line-out ability is unbelievable. But just he's loved amongst the group. He's very personable in a unique way. He's loved by the lads, just hanging around in the evenings, having tea in the evenings. He's builds a great bond with everyone around him, and the young guys and the older guys love having him around. So, like Church and like Murray, the three of them are going to be big losses, not just on the pitch, but to the environment in general.
Having gone toe-to-toe with Toulouse last time, was the last time you have faced the majority of these players. That going the distance and just how that game finished, can you take anything going into this week from that?
One of the big learnings from that game was our breakdown. Well, first of all, being clinical when we got entry into the 22, there was a few we left out there in the first half in that game, but the breakdown, I mean, Anton Dupont got 4 turnovers, so that's a threat that's coming tomorrow as well. Expecting quite a bit of disruption around the breakdown, but yeah, taking our chances, and also the awareness that it's going to be an 80-minute game, and regardless of where the score is at, they'll keep fighting, and we have to do the same.
Yep. Caelan, hi. You've had some incredible days here at the Aviva in the last few years. Playing with your home fans behind you, how much of a difference can that make on an occasion like this one tomorrow?
Yeah, it's definitely an added edge it gives us. I think some of the biggest games, and I think when there's an awareness from the public that it's going to be a big game, the atmosphere in here is always quite a bit better, and the crowd definitely buy into it a lot more. Like you saw that with England this year. You've seen it with France 2 years ago, like I mentioned. Some of the bigger games where everything is on the line, the crowd really come in and play a big factor in it and give us the extra few percent that we need. So looking forward to seeing that tomorrow.
Last two questions, Ruth, then Michael.
Hi Caelan, does this week feel different? Obviously they're all big games, but does this feel like there's something bigger this week at stake?
I think so, yeah. I think there's been a good buzz for us in camp. For me, having missed the last game and then coming back in, I was sitting over in Cardiff watching the game and just really wanting to be out there, which was quite a nice feeling of, even though it was only one game and I've had a pretty lucky run of really wanting to be in on the action. So when I've been back in fully this week, it's been great to be a part of, and there definitely has been a buzz with the fact that it's France. We're back at home, only 2 home games this year, so there's an extra buzz around that, plus the other factors that we mentioned between the 350s and the 3 lads playing their last game here. So there's plenty at stake, but again, it's important that we don't get sidetracked too much by that, and their added motivations channel us in the right way as opposed to distractions.
Last question in this section.
Yeah, hi Caelan. There's a couple of scenarios that play this weekend. I think Ireland could win the championship if beat France and Italy beat England. In terms of the end game, have you spoken about taking a kick if you're 3 points down, last kick of the game, get a draw, taking a bonus point with a kick? Is everybody aware? Because it's often the time where the captain or leaders are not on the field at the end. Does Sam or Jack know? Have you spoken about how to put yourself in the best position to win the championship as opposed to anything else?
Yeah, I think obviously, first of all, you want to get the performance right. Your aim is obviously to win, but yeah, you have to have an awareness of those things as well, that there's different permutations, that if the game isn't going how we want it to, we need to leave ourselves in the best possible place for next week regardless. So yeah, it's been touched on.
And everyone has cool heads to take 3 points. All the crowd screaming, kick to the corner, one knows what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for the live section. The rest is embargoed to midnight tonight. Cian.